How to change language on iPhone or iPad. It proves to be useful to realize how to change the language on iPhone in case you're bilingual, or if the interface of the iOS gadget you purchased isn't in your local tongue. 2 or 3 minutes, and with only a couple taps, you can change the iPhone language to one of the other 40+ choices accessible. This aid represents how to change the language on iPad or iPhone from English to Spanish, yet you can likewise change to Chinese, German, and so forth, the same way. Even better, in case you're curious about the language your iPhone is as of now utilizing, we detail symbols and give pieces of information to assist you with exploring fast steps. Step-by-step instructions to rapidly change the language on your iPhone. 1. Open the Settings application. 2. Tap on the General passage. 3. Tap on the Language and Region choice. 4. At the top, you see the current iPhone language. Tap on it. 5. Choose the language you need from the rundown. 6. Confirm that you need to change to the new dialect, and your iPhone will restart and apply off the way. How about we begin? Note: on iPhone, changing language interprets the iOS's interface and menus. The new iPhone language settings additionally become the default for showing applications that help the language. Nonetheless, on the off chance that you need to type in another dialect, look at our aid on exchanging console dialects. Instructions to change the language on iPhone. The initial step to change language on iPhone or iPad is to dispatch the Settings application. Search for a dim stuff symbol on the home screen of your iOS gadget and tap on it. Then, look down until you track down the General section, whose symbol likewise resembles a stuff. Press on it. Note: if you're attempting to change language on iPad, this screen looks somewhat changed, and you can track down the General settings on the left section. Utilize the right board to follow the following steps. This is the place where it's anything but somewhat precarious, as the following passages have no symbols close to them. Tap on the Language and Region choice, the fourth passage from the fourth segment on this screen. At the top, you can see the iPhone language or iPad language. For our situation, English, US. This is the thing that you're searching for, so push on the primary section to change the language on iPhone or iPad. Next, you can see a rundown of the multitude of dialects upheld on iOS. One choice is to look through the rundown until you discover the iPhone language you need to utilize, and afterward tap on it. For our situation, Español or Spanish. However, since certain dialects have more than one adaptation accessible for your iPhone's interface, you can utilize the field at the top to see every one of the accessible alternatives. For our situation, Spanish and Spanish, Latin America. Push on the iPhone language form you like. Your iPhone shows a spring up at the lower part of the screen, telling you that applying this setting restarts your iOS device. To affirm your decision, tap on the main choice, called Change to the New Language. For our situation, change to Spanish. On an iPad, change language by squeezing Continue. On the right of the spring up displayed in the screen goes dull as your iOS gadget applies your changes, and you get a message about this in the new dialect you picked. You are then gotten back to the Language and Region screen, where you can see everything made an interpretation of as per your inclinations. Tip: if you just got another iOS gadget, you may likewise be keen on our aids about changing the iPhone backdrop or setting another ringtone. Step-by-step instructions to change iPhone language when there are more free choices. On the off chance that you followed the means in the primary part, the Language and Region screen should now incorporate another segment, called Favored Language Request, which shows your new dialect at the first spot on the list. Any applications and sites you access on iOS utilize the principal language they support from the list. If you're bilingual and continually exchanging between similar alternatives, this gives a speedy method to change language on your iPhone or iPad. Contact and hang on the cheeseburger menu to one side of a language and drag it to the first spot on the list to show iOS in that language. Confirm your decision by squeezing continue, and the iPhone restarts. Alternatively, you can likewise tap on Edit from the upper right corner to deal with your favored dialects. Utilize the cheeseburger catches to change the request for the accessible dialects, as displayed prior. At the point when you are done, tap Done in the upper right corner, affirm your decision, and your iPhone or iPad restarts to decipher the interface in the primary language in the rundown. Note: to eliminate an iPhone language you presently don't require, press the short symbol close to a section, and afterward tap on Delete to affirm. Tip: apps can utilize a language unique in relation to the one of your iPhone or iPad. Here's an aid on changing the language on Facebook in case you're keen on interpreting the famous web-based media application in another dialect on your iOS gadget.